And do you have any idea what percentage of the native-born Minnesotans, all races, live in poverty in your state right now?
I don't have specifically.
No. I'll share it with you. It's 8%. For the Somali community, it's 52%. How about receiving food stamps?
I don't know.
All right, I'll run it down with you. It's 7%, and then compared to 54% in the Somali community. And then
it starts off like a normal question for Tim Walz, and then the numbers come out.
Do you believe the 70,000 strong Somali community as a whole has made a positive impact on your state?
I do.
So you'd be the opinion, fair to say, that the Somali community has successfully assimilated and is making Minnesota better?
Yeah, I believe they're on that path, okay. Yes.
I'm just curious by what metric you'd come to that conclusion. I just looked at some hard data. And do you have any idea what percentage of the native-born Minnesotans, all races, live in poverty in your state right now?
I don't have specifically.
No. I'll share it with you. It's 8%. For the Somali community, it's 52%. How about receiving food stamps?
I don't know.
All right, I'll run it down with you. It's 7%, and then compared to 54% in the Somali community, and then don't have at least a high school diploma. For all Minnesotans, it's 5%. Somali community, it's 39%. One family member at least on Medicaid, it's 18% for Minnesota, 73% for the Somali community, and receiving welfare of some form, it's 21%. And that's 81% for the Somali community. Governor, do you happen to know what the percentage is of all those who have currently been charged in this staggering social services fraud scheme were native-born Minnesotans? What percentage?
I do not have that.
I think it was 85 out of 98, which comes out to 13% Minnesotan and 87% Somali Minnesotan. So I think this is an instance, perhaps, of where woke gets slapped by data. Governor, there's been billions stolen over 7+ years right under your nose, and really there's only two explanations. It's either you were in on it or you weren't smart enough to see it. It's either criminal negligence or wild incompetence. And the only way this kind of fraud can reach this scale is if there's people in power that are colluding and collaborating and willfully blinding themselves to the realities around them. And in oversight, when we do investigations, it's rare for us to have whistleblowers because they face retribution and punishment and resentment, and they can be ostracized, and it's difficult and it's uncomfortable, and sometimes it's even dangerous. So when we have when we're having an investigation and we have even a couple of whistleblowers, it's very valuable to us because they provide invaluable insight. Do you have any idea how many whistleblowers are working from Minnesota or working with the Oversight Committee?
I do not. We have our own strong protections in the OLA, the independent.
Well, and it's 30. I mean, I haven't seen that in 5+ years in Congress, 30. Governor, on September 16th, 2025, did you announce your reelection bid?
Pardon me?
On September 16th, last year, did you
I don't know the exact date.
In September, roughly the fall last year, did you announce you're running for governor again?
Yeah. I believe that's correct.
Okay. And I think you said in your quote here, we've made historic progress, but we're not done yet. And then just 3.5 months later, on January 5th, you dropped out.
That's progress?
I got to ask you why. I mean, were you tired of making historic progress?
No, Congressman, I think I've done the job for 2 terms, and I said talking with my family, and I said I want to focus on doing the job, not running.
Didn't have anything to do with this epic, historic, awful fraud?
It has everything to do with trying to do the job right for Minnesota.
The facts are your leadership, and really your lack of leadership, has been responsible for one of the largest ripoffs of the American taxpayer in our history. And you traded, I believe, political expediency, the currency of political expediency, for your integrity. And Mr. Chairman, I don't know if you know this, but it's been widely reported that in 2008, when Barack Obama was choosing his vice presidential candidate, he had 3 criteria. He wanted to make sure he picked somebody that wasn't as smart as him and had less talent and charisma and couldn't possibly outshine him, so he picked Joe Biden. And then Joe Biden in 2020 used the exact same criteria. He wanted to make sure he picked somebody who wasn't as smart as him, had less talent and charisma, and wouldn't outshine him, and he picked Kamala Harris. And then in 2024, Governor, I think it's very evident why Kamala Harris picked you. The talent pool, Mr. Chairman, the talent pool isn't just shallow, brother. We have hit the shore. And I yield back.
I couldn't even stop this, okay, because it was wild. Here's the thing, guys. Listen, in order for fraud to exist at the level that it has basically existed at, there has to be someone on the inside that's honestly deeply complicit with this here. There has to be some type of kickback type of thing, and or you're utilizing them for political capital to basically vote for you. Because looking at these numbers here, this is indicative of a failed group. I'm going to be honest here. 52% below the poverty line, 54% food stamp recipients, 39% no high school diploma, 73% Medicaid recipient, 81% welfare recipient, 87% of the people that were charged with Social Security fraud were Somali. Under no circumstance do I say all of one thing is something. Understand this here. That's not my character. I will never legitimately do that because I understand there are always exceptions to every single rule and not everyone is one thing, okay, or monolith. But this is a culture and community problem, okay? And this is kind of why I've always backed the idea of I'm not sure people should indefinitely have access to entitlements and government assistance, because what is that really doing? Now, understand, a group of people coming from where they're coming from, and the standard of living that they're also coming from, then experiencing our American entitlements, that's really attractive, okay? And I've said for a long time that it is absolutely plausible, and this is not coming from like any type of partisan conversation here. It's plausible that there are people around the world who are in fact struggling, okay, racing to try to get to the United States of America to utilize our free money entitlements, okay? I'm calling them free money because it's basically free for them. It's not free for us, the taxpayer, right? But it's free for them. And they're just like, I've never seen anything like this. This sounds amazing, right? This is going to be all the good things that's going to help me kind of, be able to send money back to Al-Shabaab. These are going to be all the good things that are going to help my family, etc. I get it, bro. It's super attractive. It is. And this is another reason why I've always stood on, do not leave people on these entitlements indefinitely. There needs to be like 90 days every 7 years type of thing, guys. I'm telling you, I don't like the idea of investing government taxpayer funds for no ROI. I don't like it. Right. And looking at these numbers are so astronomical that why exactly are we investing heavily, taxpayer dollars into this? Because I don't see much growth coming from this here. Like, I understand exceptions to the rules. There are absolutely successful people of Somali descent in the United States of America. I am not discounting that. Understand this here. But if we start looking at numbers like this, we have to start looking to do things better here, guys, because this sounds like a waste of money. Okay. Food stamp recipients, 54%. Okay. We have a problem. Okay. No high school diploma. What are we investing in here, guys? Okay. 39%. Medicaid recipients, 73%. Guys, what are we getting back from this here? Okay, what are we getting back from this? I don't see much assimilation because, again, the numbers of the native-born Minnesota population is absolutely most likely on par with the rest of the United States of America. So what's going on here, guys? All right? Like, seriously. Like, these stats are crazy. And of course, Tim Walz is going to Tim Walz his way out of this situation and act like he doesn't know what he's talking about. Then towards the end of the video here, he just basically went really hard. I need someone that's less than me, right? What happens when you keep going less and less and less? All right. Like, so if you have Barack Obama, super charismatic, really good on the microphone, you feel what he's saying here, right? To then say, I need someone that is not like me, less than me. Then you get Biden. Then Biden says, I need someone less than me. Bro, how do you get either way? So you get someone less than Biden. Then Kamala runs and she needs someone less than her. So what keeps happening to the overall bar that is being set for the United States of America, guys, right? It's not like the team was going to be good. Like I saw Meg Thee Stallion twerking, guys. I'm not sure I want to vote for somebody twerking on the stage that's going to raise my taxes. People are like, she's only raising corporate taxes. Bro, I pay corporate taxes. So, yeah, all right. Kamala Harris is going to raise my taxes. I was not ever going to back her. I will never back a single person that says anything about the idea of raising my taxes more than I already pay because I already pay too much in taxes. All right. Nope. No, thank you. Absolutely not. But all right, listen, we're here for this, guys. You guys all have an absolutely amazing day. If you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. And in the meantime, I'll catch you guys later.